Regardless of you and your company's context, the 7-book chapters should cover what you need to leverage Azure OpenAI Service for your generative AI implementations. Chapter 1: Introduction to Generative AI and Azure OpenAI Service. A 101 overview of AI, generative AI, and the role of Azure OpenAI Service for enterprise-grade implementations. Ideal if you are starting your generative AI journey from scratch. Chapter 2: Designing Cloud-Native Architectures for Generative AI. A top-down approach for architecting generative AI applications based on cloud-native principles, with the most relevant building blocks, including those from the Microsoft Azure cloud. The key preliminary step before you start exploring Azure OpenAI Service. Chapter 3: Implementing Cloud-Native Generative AI with Azure OpenAI Service. The core chapter for you to explore the different Azure OpenAI interfaces, including visual playgrounds and APIs, as well as the main implementation approaches and patterns. Chapter 4: Additional Cloud and AI Capabilities. The perfect complement to the third chapter, the place to go if you want to learn about all related pieces, such as vector databases, orchestration engines, and other Azure-related services. Chapter 5: Operationalizing Generative AI Implementations. The most important chapter, from my point of view, if you want to understand what a real-life generative AI implementation means. You can design a wonderful architecture and make the most of Azure OpenAI and other services, but it is important to implement all required measures to secure, scale, protect, and optimize your deployments. A must if you are creating generative AI applications for a company. Chapter 6: Elaborating Generative AI Business Cases. Even if you master every single technical aspect related to your generative AI apps with Azure OpenAI, you still need to make it work from a business point of view. This means creating sustainable business cases, supported by realistic cost estimations and project roadmaps. By the end of the day, no AI system will be adopted if these topics are not discussed up front. Chapter 7: Exploring the Big Picture. An overview of the future state of generative AI systems with Microsoft technology, along with interviews with some of the industry's top talent to give you key insights from the people on the ground. My goal is for this collection of chapters to give you a 360-degree view of what generative AI implementations mean today, which will enable you to start your new projects with all the required knowledge.